So good evening. My name is Peter Lam. I am a physical therapist here at Barkman Smith Physical Therapy. I would like to personally thank everyone that is a part of the growth of Barkman Smith Physical Therapy. I've been here for about a year and 9 months, and I've watched it flourish in the right direction. So actually a cool story, kind of before when I was a physical therapist, I used to be a technician here. I was a technician here around 2016 to 2017, and then I got into physical therapy school, and I studied for 3 years, and then I graduated and came back to Barkman Smith Physical Therapy. So all I have to do is be a patient now, and then I'll be full circle now. So tonight we will continue our series, Get to Know Your Physical Therapist, where each provider in our staff will be interviewed by a special guest. And I'll introduce Donna in a bit here throughout the rest of the year. All right, so before we start to get to know your therapist, I'd like to introduce you to my friend, Miss Donna Goff. Donna, why don't you introduce yourself for a little bit, and then we'll start with the next phase.
I have been here since 2010 on several occasions, one with a knee replacement, one with a foot, and one with a shoulder. Every single time I have come here, I have hated to leave because I know how good Barkman & Smith has been for me, and the friendliness and the people here are absolutely awesome. I choose that from all my surgeons, of which there have been 3, and so far so good. So what is your favorite thing about working for Barkman in physical therapy?
So my favorite part of physical therapy is mostly the progression that each patient kind of goes through from start to finish. If I remember, your most recent incident was the shoulder replacement, correct?
Correct.
So I remember when you started working here, started coming here, you had a sling on, you were really bruised up. Yeah. And then we kind of started from that day, and then moving forward, just kind of slowly build your range of motion, slowly build your strength, and then do this for me. Bring your arms up for me. You can move your shoulders really well, right? So that's my favorite part. You know, the beginning to the end, that progression is my favorite part of physical therapy.
And you didn't know that every day that I wasn't here, I did it.
Oh yeah, you were.
Did it and did it and did it.
You were a hard worker, and I definitely appreciate that. Hard work goes a long ways, trust me.
Well, someone said if your shoulder freezes, you're dead meat, and I sure didn't want to be that.
Yes,
so
yes.
Here we are today.
No dead meat here.
Anyway, the next question I would like to ask you is, where did you grow up?
So I was born and raised in Texas. I was born in Dallas, and I was raised in Duncanville, and then I recently moved to Euless, and then I started working here, and I've been loving Euless ever since.
That's great.
Yeah.
And if you had a superpower, what would it be?
Oh man, that's a hard one. Oh, it's a lot of good choices. If I had to pick one, I'll probably pick super strength, because I've always been a big fan of Superman, and I always like picking up heavy things, so I'll pick super strength. That's what my choice is.
Okay, Peter, that's good. And I would like to know what your favorite hobby would be.
So my favorite hobby, I'm not that much of an interesting person. I generally like just kind of going to the gym and working out. I have a interest in picking heavy stuff and putting it back down. I like to work out and lift weights. That's my favorite thing to do.
Okay. And do you attend to good nutrition? What is your favorite food, and how much of this do you enjoy?
I am not that well in the nutrition world, but I am known as a garbage disposal in Barkman Smith Physical Therapy. I eat anything as long as I'm hungry. There's been a rule, actually, every staff meeting we have like a potluck, and I have to be the last one so that everyone else can eat, unfortunately. But they always save room for me, so that's good.
Okay. As a healthcare provider, what is your favorite part of the body to treat?
So, that's a lot. Because I recently started becoming physical therapy about a year and 9 months, it's all still new to me. So if I had to pick one, I'll probably pick the shoulder, because it's very complicated and there's a lot of links together to where to everything has to fire in motion in order to move the shoulder correctly, like your shoulder. And that's probably what I would pick. I also like working with patients with low back because I've also had low back pain before, and I know how rough it is for people who have low back pain and that kind of slowly progression you have to do to kind of rehab to it. So that would be my second favorite choice.
Well, I can understand the shoulder and the low back as well.
Yeah.
You know, you get old, you get guts or joints.
I know.
I got joints, thanks,
Yeah.
Mom.
Growing up isn't for sissies, unfortunately.
Yeah. And why did you become a physical therapist? Is there anyone in your family that was one, or did
Well,
you?
no. I chose physical therapy because, you know, I know I wanted to help people in my profession, whatever I picked, but something about physical therapy just kind of clicked with me. Maybe it's the concept of going through movement and exercises to kind of help heal the body versus like medicine, things like that. Of course, there's a part for medicine, don't get me wrong, but I'm more kind of leaning towards the holistic movement kind of and exercise to kind of help heal the body is kind of the reason why I chose it.
I've noticed that too in my stationary bike, which I ride almost every day.
Oh yeah?
I notice that there's a flexibility and a strength that comes forward with that.
Of course, yeah. Just
So
kind
it
of
works quite well.
just building the strength and the flexibility to kind of help because, you know, our body is very complicated, you know. God made us very complicated. So I just kind of going through that journey with the patient kind of made me like being a physical therapist.
Okay. And the last question I have is what is a little known fact that people will be surprised to know about you?
So, as this is a hard one, even though I read it, I still don't know what to say. But I have two. We'll do the easy one. So, fun fact, I can solve a Rubik's Cube. That's pretty cool. But my second actually interesting thing about me is that I actually met my girlfriend here and Barkman Smith Physical Therapy. So we both used to be technicians here, and then I kind of floated more towards the clinical side, and then my girlfriend kind of went to the office side. But you know, one thing led after another, and then eventually we started dating. So Barkman Smith's not only helping heal the body, but also is apparently a matchmaking facility as well.
That's good.
So Barkman Smith means a lot to me. They're like family to me here.
They are like family, and they have treated me so well too. And I just love coming here. That's why I'm here tonight.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's way fun to come in here and see everybody and say hello. So you haven't been shedding me yet.
Yep. So looks like we have a couple of questions here from the live stream. So the first question is, where did you go to PT school? I was supposed to say that towards the beginning, but I forgot about it. So here's me explaining it now. So I went to UT Southwestern off of in Dallas. I started at 2017 and I graduated around 2019, and then I came around working here at 2020, right before COVID hit. So I was lucky that I jumped into the team before that fiasco happened. Looks like another question we have here is, what is your favorite injury to work on? You know, I like working with patients who have back injuries, especially from doing a workout. Like I injured my back while performing deadlifts, and you know, it took a while for me to get back to it. And at first I thought I had a herniated disc, but you know, after I learned more about the diagnosis and everything, and I kind of slowly built my strength, and now I have a better understanding of that, and then I kind of relate to each patient about kind of getting back into function. I'm still deadlifting, even though I injured it, I still love doing it. And yeah, that's probably my favorite injury. Question number 3 is, do I CrossFit or do I just work out at the gym? I tried a little bit of CrossFitting, but I felt like that was very vigorous for me to pursue, so I just typically just kind of work out at the gym and just do basic weight fundamentals and things like that. And I always just like that because, you know, just building that strength and getting to that next extra weight or personal record tells me that, you know, my hard work pays off. Okay. So looks like next question is, you have a YouTube video about body mechanics and lifting on Barkman Smith. Oh yes, I do. So a while back, around last year, I actually had a video on YouTube about body mechanics and lifting. So if you ever have any questions or would like to learn about proper body mechanics, at least on how I like it, why don't you stop by the YouTube channel and check that out. Next question. You like to lift weights and mention your superpower would be strength. I hear you recently reached a lifting goal. What was that? So the highest weight that I've done was 500 pounds on deadlift. I squatted 400 pounds. Now these aren't amazing numbers, but you know, these are personal bests for me. And in terms of bench press, I like to kind of compare myself out to big three exercises. So bench press, squat, and deadlift. Bench press, the highest I've ever done was 315s. Squat was 400, and then deadlift was 500. So I like to kind of stack it up like that. So it was rough, and my form probably wasn't the best, but you know, sometimes if you hit that PR, it just feels right, you know. Last question is, being a physical therapist your dream job? At first it wasn't. So like, I didn't realize that I wanted to be a physical therapist until my junior year in college. So when I first was graduating from high school, you know, the first thing I wanted to be was a car mechanic. But then I realized I'm a little bit too big to fit into the nooks and crannies of the car. So I decided, you know, that's not the best profession. So then I started exploring around business and then nursing, but those professions didn't click. But physical therapy is kind of like my dream job. I remember walking into a clinic similar to Barkman and Smith, and I knew the moment I walked in, I felt like I was in the place where I wanted to be. I loved the environment. I loved how people were working with patients. You know, kind of having that movement, exercise mentality to kind of help improve their goals and their day-to-day activity. Just kind of told me that I should pursue in this career. But it wasn't my first dream job. You know, I also want to be a superhero, but you know, I can't get that, so I'll stick with physical therapy. So, next question we have, any advice for students that are trying to get into physical therapy school and stay motivated during PT school? You know, the best advice I have you is don't give up. I did not get in the first time around, and it was hard on me, and I remember, you know, being upset about it, but you know, I always think everything happens for a reason. You know, if I would have gone to school my first year, I wouldn't have started working here. If I didn't start working here, I wouldn't have met all these great people that I treat like family now, and I also wouldn't meet my girlfriend. So I also believe everything happens for a reason. I think if you were meant to become a physical therapist, I think it will happen eventually. Just be patient, work hard, you know, seek out help if needed. I remember I'm not the greatest in public speaking, as well as kind of talking in interviews, so I got together with some of the therapists here, like John, Ron, and Vince, and they kind of helped me build my interviewing skills, and they kind of helped me overall be a better public speaker / interviewer. So don't give up, is all I have to say.
Well, your empathy is very noticeable.
Yeah.
And I think it's just wonderful that you can address these issues and come out with solutions. Very good, Peter.
Yeah. And for all the students out there, I know it's hard, and I've been there before, but keep trying. It'll happen eventually, okay? Next question. During your professional career, what challenges have you faced and how did you overcome them? across my other leg now, my thinking leg. I think the hardest part in my professional career right now is because I'm a recent graduate and I just started physical therapy as a profession, just learning all these different types of pathologies, diagnosis, and ways to help improve these challenges was the hardest for me. And I think the best thing that kind of helped me overcome them is seeking help. So here I have a lot of mentors. I have mentors who've been a physical therapist for over 30 years, 10 plus years, and they all have tricks up their sleeves. They all have advice that kind of helped me overall become a better clinician as I, learn my own experience. But I think the best teacher of anything is experience, and I just haven't had enough experience to know about everything. So I have the help of the mentors of Barkman and Smith to guide me through the right direction. All right, these are a lot of questions. So next question. What do you do in your daily life routine to keep yourself from burning out, especially since you are known as the PT who works the most hours each week? I'll be very honest with you. I think what really helps from myself from burning out is enjoying to work here in Barkman Smith Physical Therapy. I believe in that saying, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Now, there are some conditions, but I do believe that as a strong belief in my system. I always come in here enjoying working with everyone, talking with people, getting to know new people, talking with my coworkers. My coworkers are like family to me, and I'll do almost everything for them. And in terms of my daily life routine, I like going to the gym. Like, I always go back to the gym because the gym has helped me, and it can also help you too. So those are kind of the things that I like that keep myself from burning out. Yeah, let's go with that. And every now and then I do like to play video games to kind of de-stress the mind as well. Again, I would love for you all to reach out if you have any suggestions for topics you would like for us to cover here in the Facebook live streams. You can reach out to us by the phone. Our phone number is 817-283-9435, or email info@barkmansmith.com. Your opinion really matters to us, and we're trying to kind of learn more about you guys, and any feedback is greatly appreciated. Lastly, visit our website and YouTube channel for additional educational resources. Like I said, I had that lifting mechanics video, so visit our YouTube page as well as our Facebook page for any more for more videos as needed. I'd like to thank our behind the scenes peeps, Chaz with a Z, and then Jonathan. Thank you for all your hard work, and
To thank you for being so gracious and taking your time to do this.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just wonderful, and everyone here does the same thing. Thank you very much, each and every one.
see you guys next time.